Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 53 of the Frisky Whiskey. Today, we have a really exciting one. We have the blind tasting game, and we have some special guests.
Thank you, T.I., and everybody. Welcome to America's new favorite game show, Name That Whiskey. We have special guests and people you know already. Tonight's first special guest is a man who needs no introduction. Every time you watch our show, you see what he's done for us. We've talked about him many times on our show. The man who created the Frisky Whiskey logo, a legend in his own mind, a great golfer in his own mind. The one and only Ebon. Ebon, it is an honor to have you on the show. Even if we are doing a game show tonight, Ebon, it is an honor. You have done something for us, created something for us, and thank you.
Welcome.
Our other guest, who's been on our show multiple times now.
Doesn't need an introduction.
He needs no introduction.
Absolutely not.
His name is Steve. He's the whiskey guy.
Yes, Steve!
Woo!
Welcome.
All right. So tonight, we are doing the show, Name That Whiskey, where contestants pit all their skills and senses in a battle to the death to name the bottle of whiskeys that they're drinking. The one who loses will get my cat to shoot a deadly hairball at them. As you guys signed up like Squid Games. But tonight we have three very special whiskeys that we will be trying. There will be 2 rounds of tasting your whiskeys, and at some point I will tell you to name what bottle is what, and you put them in your corresponding circles. You have note cards to take notes. You can do whatever you want during time. We're going to take one break to make everybody clear their mouth out and then try tasting again. I may ask you to do a soft ranking. May not. I don't know yet, as the show changes as we go. So I'm going to bring you glasses. Each glass has a logo on it. Those logos will represent the bottle that is hidden that you don't know yet. Do not taste until I will let you see what bottles you are tasting, but you don't know which one corresponds to the glasses you are tasting. And in a moment, we'll get to know our guests. Now, this whole thing spurred from a gift that someone gave us, or gave me, and it was really a whiskey blind tasting challenge, but we're doing it a little bit different tonight.
What are you guys writing already? I feel like I'm,
You're slacking.
Yeah, if you're not, you're already behind.
Yeah,
Just throw the towel.
I gave you so many hints already.
God.
All right.
unprepared.
Before we do any tasting, real quick, let's get to know our guests. Now, Ebon, it says here you recently got a bag of dicks.
That's great. Yep, I sure did.
You got recently a bag of dicks? How was that dick?
I didn't try them, actually.
No?
I just
Not
have
into
the,
CBD dicks?
the bag of dicks sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
My 10-year-old did wonder what the bag of dicks was.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I didn't know really how to answer that, but
Okay. And it says here, Steve, you make underwater submarines to find whiskey and Al Capone.
Yes, in that order.
In that order.
Yeah.
Our research part is a little new, so we're still working on some of the things that we're finding. Now, tonight's bottles for tonight's tasting, for our blind tastings, will be... Our first one will be... And just so you know, these all will range in a price range at what you buy at the store. From low to high. Okay? The classic Woodford Reserve. It's a classic. Very popular.
yep.
The Woodford Reserve. Nothing special about this bottle. It's a typical one you buy in the store. About $30 less, if between.
Sure.
Next up, from Tennessee, the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. Okay. This ranges around the $50 or $60 range. Okay. And then, for a little treat, and maybe a little curveball for tonight's show, we have a Blanton's.
Nice.
Right.
Very cool.
Okay,
I've actually
Blantons. This
never
is the
tried.
real quick. This is the
excited for you to try it.
62023 barrel number 55. Blantons. This one MSRP should be 60, but you're lucky to get it at 160. So there we go. Now at this time, contestants, at free will, you can start tasting your whiskeys in any order, any glass that you want. It doesn't really matter because you don't know what's in each one. Take your time. Use all your senses. Your life is on the line. I want to join you in a quick whiskey. And as we get to know our contestants, Ebon, it says here you are a two-time world champion, South Florida Ball Busters golf champion.
This is true.
So you play golf?
I'm going for the repeat.
Repeat. Now, is it like mini golf that you play?
Yeah. No, it's real.
It's real
18
golf.
holes,
It's real golf.
Full golf.
Outside?
courses. Outside.
Wow.
In the sun,
What?
in the heat. Usually, that's in August in Florida. So
Yes.
It's
That's very hot. Do you drink whiskey while you play golf?
Nope.
No?
Nope, I do not.
That's a
do
good
that.
idea not to drink
After.
whiskey. Maybe after.
After. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Steve, you're a world traveler. Where have you been recently?
Oh gosh, recently just Atlanta, North Carolina. Nothing crazy.
That's not really world traveling.
But I lived in Abu Dhabi for a bit.
Oh, that must have been nice.
was a good
Did you
time.
find whiskey there?
I did, yeah. And that was an interesting story because it's kind of like it's not supposed to be technically legal, but you can kind of find it.
Like, do you have to go some like underground,
Yeah,
like,
kinda.
like thing, and like they pass you off to different people
But I
to
was
get to
never
the place
sure
you had to
about
go
how that
to?
worked, like with the law, if you're allowed to buy it there, if you're not.
Did they make you wear a thing like the women wear?
No,
They didn't do that to you?
no.
Okay.
But yeah, we found it there.
And everyone knows T.I.
Hello.
T.I. has been on the show for a long time now. Everybody knows his problems.
Yes, all of my challenges.
Now, I can't tell you which one I'm tasting, but this is very tasty.
All right. Well,
You know, I'm getting some caramels, a lot of Bacoa.
Lots.
Lots
All
of
that
Bacoa.
Bacoa's out in this one.
A lot of
Actually, a lot of Bacoa in that big smoke one.
No, Evan, it says here
stupid
you belong
question,
to
but-
or go to a bourbon group and hang out with a bunch of guys who just drink
Yeah,
bourbon.
It's a bourbon night. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really. I wouldn't say it's a tasting. You know, it's really just
Bunch of guys hanging out drinking bourbon.
And we bring bottles, and you know,
Do you
More people
finish
should
the
do that in
bottles?
this world.
we do not. Well, I mean, bottles have been finished there. Yes. It's a low key. You know, a couple hours on a Thursday night. It's fun. A little neighborhood get together.
You guys bring food
time.
or just whiskey?
There's snacks there. Sometimes there's food. Sometimes it depends what's going on.
Okay.
Sports on the TV. You know, it's a good hang. A lot of good people.
How the tasting's going so far, everybody?
I think I've nailed them all down.
Oh man.
It might be a
thought
good
I
idea to rinse your mouth out in between each glass.
I think I figured it out.
I thought I was figuring it out, and then I took another sip. This is tough.
So what I'm going to do in a couple more minutes, we're not rushing, we have nowhere to go. The show goes on forever. It's like cricket, the game.
Let's go for another round.
It's like 3 days. All right, we're on our third bottle of Blanton somehow.
We had to take a quick run.
Right, we had to leave. Come back.
Just take the camera with us as we go on a trip.
And at the end of the show, after we find out who the winner is and we have my cat hurl the hairball of death at the loser, I have a very special parting gift treat to taste.
I'm really looking forward to this. What can you tell us about this parting gift? The maximum amount without giving it away.
Man, that's going to be tough. All I can say is, for me, it's something I've been seeking for a while. I backed off because of the price when I found it for, and I got the last ones they had. I just went nuts. Which only 2 left. But, I don't know. I could say it has a very interesting story of history that dates back Prohibition. If that makes any sense? If that helps?
Okay. It doesn't, but it
Because, I
does.
mean, how many of these whiskeys that or date back to Prohibition, obviously, we're trying right now.
These are facts. This is a really good challenge.
Yep. I'm already switching things up.
I will have you guys do a soft line up for yourselves before we take our break and have a clean your mouth, take a minute. We can talk about current events, sports, draft.
I don't
How
want
the
to talk about the draft.
New England Patriots drafted this guy that's probably going to be arrested doing like fentanyl and
No, we
crystal.
just really like drafting quarterbacks.
And the Cowboys who drafted some big guy who's never really played football. I don't even understand that. I'm a Cowboy fan. Just saying.
So I thought I heard there was some hugging that went on.
There's lots of hugging.
Somebody picked somebody up.
Oh, they do that to the commissioner?
Yeah.
Every guy. And like apparently the guy had like surgery like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
They were talking about that during the draft, which is kind of cool. I'm a football fan, so
I'm sticking with that one.
I think my pencil's down.
I have no idea. I might have one, but I keep switching. My palate's not as sophisticated.
So
as
now, all
yours.
kidding aside,
That's
we're
okay.
making funny a little bit there, but so I know your whiskey has expanded over the last year now that I've known you. I've known you for a long time, and you're really getting more into the whiskeys.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's cool.
It's fun to try new things. I like I watch a lot of YouTube, and I end up watching a lot of like YouTube whiskey hunts and stuff like that. So I find myself
cool.
walking into stores and just seeing what's in there, not really knowing what I'm looking at, but trying to see if I can see something that might be, you know.
You know, that's honestly one of my favorite things to do is just like pop into
Yeah.
a packy and just see the selection. Some of it I wouldn't even know if it's a good deal or
Yeah.
not. And some of them might even be really good whiskeys. I just don't know they are because I haven't
Right.
wanted to buy a bottle because I like, sticking with some labels that maybe I know or names I've heard that are associated with distilleries that I've had, right? So
Yeah, which you don't see a lot. Like if you go into a Total Wine, you don't see a lot of the Wellers and the bigger bottles, I guess, that you see on that are popular.
Yeah.
They don't have Blantons, things like that, or at least I've never seen them. They might have a couple.
Like me today. I mean, honestly, I was picking something up from a frame shop, and I saw a liquor store,
Right.
and just I was like, oh, just walk in there. 'Cause I wanted to get a gift for somebody anyway. I was like, oh, well, I can take care of that anyway while I'm here. And then at first, I was actually on my phone. They had like a little window, a glass case. I was researching something, which I can't remember the name of it. But I was like, okay, I'll probably get this as a special treat for the show tonight. So I was like, I'll be walk around. And then it was like, I call it the Holy Grail moment. It was not really the Holy Grail, but it was a moment I was like, oh. Like, I didn't think it was real at first. Because I've wanted this for a while, and I'll be honest, for what I was finding it for at the time, it was way more than I wanted to spend for anything. And what I found it for was amazing. And so, we will have that soon.
That's awesome. That's what hunting's
I am
all about.
excited for this one tonight.
You lose hope, and then you find something, and you got it right back.
right back in it.
Although I want to go back into that bottle. I was researching that glass case. That looked really good too. So that came from the Mixers line. They have like some special line that they make.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was quick. I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. But then I found that.
So back to what you can find and where you can find it, and there's some stuff that you can it's exclusive to. Like, for example, I did a mezcal and tequila class at Total Wine last night.
Ooh.
And they were talking about how they recently had Matthew McConaughey there to promote his new Pantalones is his new tequila,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is exclusive to Total Wine. You can only
that's
buy
cool.
that tequila there.
Interesting.
But I
That
gotta
is
say, their Añejo was delicious. Really.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You get to meet Matthew.
I know somebody who likes that.
He was there, though, I think a few months ago.
Okay.
Recently, yeah.
So, are you a tequila guy too?
You know what? As much as I would like to be more into it, I'm just not. Last night it was Grand Reserve. You get the free classes and whatnot, so I went. There were a few things that I liked, but overall,
I mean, they were sipping in tequilas. You're not doing Cuervo, obviously. So, I mean,
right? Yeah.
I mean, you, Ebon, you did dabble like into better tequilas.
I would say that I don't dabble, but I've been at places that specialize in that, and trying different things off the shelf that you've never
Okay.
seen before. That's not Jose Cuervo or
Right.
Patron, things like that is interesting. And there are some that don't taste like tequila, right?
flavor
They're smoky
profiles,
and
right.
like something you wouldn't expect a tequila to taste
Yeah.
like, and you're like, whoa, this is like a whiskey almost. So I can see how people dive into that just the same
Yeah.
way that they would with whiskeys, because there are a ton
Absolutely,
of
yeah.
flavors in a tequila.
Yeah, people think tequila, but within tequila, the spectrum is just so wide. I mean, some of them were peaty, like Scotch. Some of them, were like maple syrup.
Right.
It's its own world, and it's pretty wide. Yeah.
Yes.
So since you mentioned Scotch, the reason why I walked in there, I was buying a gift for somebody. Did me a solid, and I felt like I had to give him a gift. And I know he likes Scotch, so I went and got him bottle of the Dalmore 15.
I do
If
like
you
the
if you
Dalmore
like
15.
Scotch, if you don't like
I do like
Scotch,
the
if you
Dalmore.
get a hold of a Dalmore 15, I mean, I know you're not big on Scotch,
No.
but the Dalmore 15 is a different level of
Yes, it
drinking
is.
whiskey,
Yes, it
if
is.
you will. It doesn't. I mean, Ti, you've had it. You can attest to this part. It's not like drinking Scotch.
No, it is not.
It's not at all. It doesn't have that.
There's all
but
that-
it has
that-
these
none of
flavors.
the peats, none of
The
that.
back
It's-
of the box is dead on the flavor profile. You
Yeah.
cannot mistake in those flavors, and is by far one of the
Dark
best
fruits,
scotches you can
very
get for under
smooth.
$150. If you really want to give somebody a nice gift who likes Scotch.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And they have the pretty bottles too, right?
Yes.
Yes. And this one is no different. Like it is. I think it has like the silver buck in it.
Yeah, silver buck
Like
with the
in that
16
thing.
points or something like that.
Okay.
And it's like a dark color, so it's just a really pretty bottle when you pull it
Yeah,
out
so
of the
it's a
packaging.
nice gift, too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awesome.
All right, so I think we are going to do a mini break, but I'm going to ask you to do on your sheets with the little circles, on your first circle that is winner, but has nothing to do with the word winner right now. Put the glass that you think is the Blanton's. Now put the glass that you think is the Jack Daniels. And now, obviously, the third glass would be your Woodford. All right.
That's funny.
Now take a break.
I
Get
just
what's
switched
your
mine.
palate?
Like mentally, I'm just.
I'm gonna be so disappointed if I'm wrong.
I
Just in
literally.
terms of what Blanton should be.
I am a perfect. I think this is. I'm dead on. I think as soon as I sipped it, I was like, "Yep, this is it."
I scratched mine out, and I actually just now changed it.
Now the
And I'm
box.
different than
If you
guys,
look
so.
at if you want to read the rules of this thing that the box came with, it's on there kind of. I want to do it, but it's a lot more whiskey and a lot more involved, especially the more people you get involved.
So what you're saying is we have to commit to having a really good time.
And it's too bad I couldn't display the box because the way they made it, you can't really show it. You can't hold it. Yeah.
They put like the handle
On the wrong side.
Yeah, so like where the label would be facing up is where the handle's at the bottom, so you can't like set it down on the table to like see the label. Otherwise, it'd be sitting right there now. We'd have to move like the little handle to hold it, and as well as the clip to keep it closed. It's
A little
kinda
disappointed in
Yeah,
that because it's a cool
it's kinda
box. It comes with, so you see the, so it would be your first glass, your second glass, and his, yeah. Those glasses actually came with that set.
Right.
And the way you're supposed to do it, don't do it right now, obviously. Underneath the glass is a letter,
Yes.
and you actually use a whole letter system.
Right.
And it comes
I
like
guess
these
you
cool
could,
little
like-
things you hang over the bottles for the letters.
Yeah.
Although, it's just a sticker, right?
No, that's actually etched on the bottle, the glass.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, it's a cool set.
Oh wow.
And it comes with 2 actual wood boards that are what you guys looking at in the
Yeah.
papers right now.
Oh, right.
And then like, I just made copies. And it actually has a thing that you have you're supposed to do 3 rounds.
Yep.
And it comes with a paper, but it has like for you to take notes. It's very organized for you to organize a whiskey tasting the way they do it on this pad. It's kind of cool. I'll show it to you guys when we're done with the show. We'll take a
Okay.
picture and show our audience.
Cool.
And once again, I want to give a shout out to our listeners out there, my people, the Amish who listen to us every Saturday. The 2 guys in Iceland on top of the
It's 4
volcano.
in Iceland. It's 4 in Iceland. They moved back down from
And
the
that
north.
one guy in Munich who keeps listening to us every other month.
Yeah, and keeps visiting our Frisky Whiskey swag page.
Yes.
And
Buy some swag.
he puts a lot of stuff in his cart, but doesn't actually commit.
Okay, everybody. This is getting time for the second part of the tasting.
Oh boy.
You're on the clock.
Oh boy.
The cat is getting the hairball ready. It's time for the host to get another whiskey.
All right, so we need what? We're just gonna go through these all over again and just confirm our choices.
Just taste them. You make sure you feel confident with your choices.
Okay.
It's a second chance to make sure.
All right.
I feel like
Whoever
I would
gets-
only be changing now. Just
Whoever
to
gets the
match
most
you
points
guys.
minus TI
Don't do
gets to pick
that.
the
I'm
bottles,
going
not
to.
the
I'm
Blantons.
sticking with what I.
Take home. I'll kill you. Try to take my Blantons. Stab you. Shank you.
Yeah, it's changed now that it's like been sitting here.
Well, because it's been breathing. You guys were,
It's a little floral on this first one.
Florals. Oh, you know what I got before too? That maritime iodine.
The Bacoa tea and the maritime iodine.
So, Evan, if you don't know what we're talking about,
I have no idea.
we've had some shows with some. I think it was scotches, right? Ultimately,
Scotch in the box.
Scotch in a
episodes.
box shows. We had this box. I'll show you the box. It's kind of cool.
It is awesome.
But it has like 24 little bottles of scotches, and it has all the, book that tells you
Right.
the flavor profiles. So one of them literally said maritime hints of iodine.
Okay.
I'm not. You're a world traveler.
what
Do
that
you
means?
know even what that is?
No, I wouldn't
Have you
think
ever had
drink
maritime notes of
iodine.
iodine somewhere?
Oh, maritime notes of iodine. It wasn't an ingredient.
Was it notes or taste?
It was like a flavor,
yeah.
flavoring,
And then there was the famous
No.
Bacoa tea.
which I've never even heard of.
I'm not
Bacoa
sure what
tea,
the hell
so-
Bacoa tea is.
You mentioned
sounds
that
like-
earlier. I was like, I
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
don't know what that is.
We
That was
joke about it
from-
all the time.
That was
We're
from
just not
here in the
cultured
U.S.
Okay.
It was a U.S. whiskey.
Lots of
Yeah.
Bacoa.
Like I think we went to that little whiskey tasting in Orlando, and I was like, I'm getting that Bacoa right now. And the guy's just looking at me. Like, can you please get away from my
Bacoa is
stage,
so
my
fresh.
area, please? You're ruining it for everybody.
No one here knows what Bacoa is, sir.
Yeah.
Man,
And actually, Steve, you've been to that same whiskey tasting when I went to Orlando at the museum. Is that did we talk about this?
Yeah, we did. We talked about the Orlando
I've
Whiskey
been to the
Festival.
museum.
Oh, that's
You
the
went for
whiskey
the
tasting.
museum for a wedding.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. They do it every
museum
year.
is
We
this?
should go. That
The,
would
Science
be a
Museum
cool
in Orlando.
I've not
whiskey,
been.
a frisky whiskey trip.
So,
Yeah.
have you looked at any of the pictures on our Instagram? We posted some.
I do see your pictures, yeah.
So we did one where it's like Mike D standing in front of the T-Rex skeleton.
Oh, yeah.
That's the event.
Okay.
And so it was pretty awesome. So you get to actually, the entire science museum is shut down, and on all the floors they have different things going on.
Right.
So you can get food upstairs, and then you can kind of walk through, and there's like vendors and whiskey throughout the whole place. My personal favorite spot was they were like, they had a bunch of like a kid area, but all the games were active.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could like walk up and play all like their video games that taught
Yeah.
you about space and
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah,
rocket
it was
launches.
awesome.
I'm a big fan
So
of
I was
science
sitting there,
museums.
like, I was sitting there just messing with them the entire
Oh,
time.
that's fun.
you know,
Yeah.
sipping like
Sipping whiskey
sipping,
like that.
sipping all kinds of good whiskey.
Yeah.
Just,
I was the
and
only
then like
person doing it.
they had- we did the VIP, so they had a little private room that had some whiskey drinks, which were not good, but they had food.
Right.
But the coolest part about this one was, in my opinion, Ti, correct me if I'm wrong, was the rooftop.
It was.
The rooftop had a lot of
Yeah.
food and lots of good whiskey
Lots of good whiskey.
and a band and a
And
chill
live
band.
music.
Yeah, the wedding that I officiated there, we had a cigar roller out on that rooftop.
Oh, nice.
we spent
So
a
you've
lot
seen
of
that
time out
rooftop.
there.
It's
Yeah, it was
awesome
nice.
view.
Nice
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I suggest we do this next year or this year whenever it comes up again.
Is that with MegaCon? Same weekend?
Same weekend. That's this time it was. I don't know.
I'm committed to that.
So you were there. We were there. We
Yeah.
both went to
We were there at the
MegaCon.
same
You went to
time.
MegaCon.
I did. I was there
So
Saturday.
for me, my experience,
also there
like
Saturday.
it was more of a trade show with people dressed up.
I didn't go to MegaCon Saturday. I got in on Saturday. We went on Sunday.
You didn't want to hang out with us.
How much did you
I mean, I
spend?
was with my kid.
How much stuff did you buy?
Oh, I didn't buy much at all.
Did you buy any of those boxes like this?
No.
Well, I bought two of them. I'm
Did
not
you
good
get
at
the mystery
that
boxes?
stuff. Yeah, but I bought two for Evelyn.
Yeah.
I got her Marvel one was for me. No, I take it back. No, T.I.'s witness. The Marvel one was for me. I opened it
Yeah.
up.
You did.
I just gave her
Bought a
stuff I
few
didn't
things.
want. And then I got her a
Also true.
Pokemon mystery box. And they gave me a free mystery box that went with those two.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
For those of us that don't know, which is definitely not me, what is MegaCon?
I'm proud of you, Steve. At this moment in time, I've never been more proud of you. before I've
Collection
met
of
you.
nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
so proud of you.
this was my first. So I have a 10-year-old who's way into like anime, and MegaCon is like a Comic-Con. Have you heard of Comic-Con?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
Okay.
This is just mega.
Like
con.
bigger.
So that's even bigger.
Even
Wow.
bigger. Yeah.
I'm pretty
big
sure it's
deal.
the exact same size as most.
And in my
Yeah.
opinion, it is a giant trade show.
It
People
is.
dress up.
It is. It's a lot of cosplay, like tons of people dressed up. And then the crazy thing is, so they had, you can get signatures from celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
So like Ewan McGregor was there. The other guy from Star Wars who ended up being
Hayden
Darth Vader.
Christensen.
What was it? Yeah. And then, but like everybody else, I'm like not doing it any help, just only
Yeah.
mentioning two people.
Yeah.
There's so many
but
people, but it's
people
from
there.
shows too. It's
From
it's
shows,
it's artists,
illustrators,
it's
all
a ton
kinds of stuff.
yeah.
And you got to pay to get their autographs or to meet them or to get their autograph and meet them and
But
take a
it's
picture.
like $300.
It is crazy expensive, and people wait in line for like 4 hours to get an autograph. It's kind of insane. So we didn't do any of that. We walked around. The coolest part is all the vendors. So there's vendors selling all kinds of stuff, and that's super neat. I went in with with my kid into a couple of the sessions. So he was really into One Piece. I don't know if you guys saw that on Netflix.
I know
Cool
One Piece,
show.
yeah.
But he was into that way before it came out on Netflix. So we went into a session with some of those actors, and then another session where they talked about the worlds and stuff. They got really deep into One Piece and all the different powers and stuff like that. But so it's I don't know, 100,000 people like that. It's
So is your
interesting.
son into, like, my daughter's into Pokemon?
Kinda.
So, like, through T.I.'s using his nose for whatever he does, he found me a good person to buy some stuff.
Right.
And I got some stuff for my daughter
I'd say
for that.
he's into it, but not playing it, right? So
Okay.
there's a whole game, from what I understand, to Pokemon.
So,
to be able to play.
there's
He-
two different kind of people. Either they collect them or
Correct.
they play them.
So he likes to collect them.
My daughter's a
but
collector.
also doesn't know like enough about
Oh,
how much they're worth and stuff.
Oh,
so
my daughter researches every single
Yeah,
one.
there's an app.
The ones, yeah, she has.
there's an app now?
The ones
There's an
that
app. You take a
aren't
picture,
worth,
like, oh, it's
for
worth
her what she
50
values.
cents. No, it's crazy.
Oh no, she'll be like, Dad, this one's worth like $8. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, let's go. Let's
Well,
go
they get
sell
crazy.
It. Like, what are we waiting for? Like,
People buy those things for $1 million.
You know how much I pay for your school every year? I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. I think before my kid knew the value of those things, he was like at camp and stuff trading them, right? And like not having a clue.
Right.
And like getting ripped off. Like,
So she was.
I
She was
traded
scared
this
to
one for
trade.
like 4 of those, and I'm like, but are those good ones? Like, and I had no idea either. So you kind of have to start to research this just to see like, is my 7-year-old being
Yeah.
taken advantage of? You know, like,
Luckily, my
Absolutely,
daughter
they were.
was scared to trade, so
Yeah.
she kept everything.
yeah.
But then
it's
she
smart.
started learning. Now she knows what to trade. Like she actually has that knowledge
Yeah.
now.
I have a friend who goes to Bourbon Night every once in a while. He like went to his parents' house, got his old cards and stuff down from his attic, and was able to go and sell those for like $7,000 or something.
Guys,
He had like
taste your whiskeys,
Pokemon,
guys. Got
Magic
some-
cards, like all
That's
kinds of
crazy.
stuff. It
Taste
is
your whiskey,
insane.
even if you're comfortable where they are. Keep tasting them. Gotta taste some whiskeys. It's a whiskey show. Taste some whiskeys.
What are you tasting?
I can't tell you. No, it's
He's
what.
cheating.
I didn't mean what. I just meant, do you have a glass?
Yeah.
Okay. it was
I'm
not-
tasting what
Yeah,
you
he's-
guys are
he's-
tasting.
he's
All
been
right, I'm just
drinking.
not telling you what I'm
Yeah,
tasting.
okay.
I happen to know what it is.
I thought you were just trying to
He is.
get us inebriated and take advantage of us.
He is. Sorry,
So,
Steve.
Do y'all feel like you have a favorite?
A
favorite?
Yeah.
No.
No, not at all.
So actually, that's a good question.
They're all very different.
You guys have tasted all these. If you had, not that I told you to put them in an order, but is there one that you like better than the other?
Yes.
They all
So-
taste very different now. that I'm doing
Which?
this.
Okay, so that's you know what? You know what? Hold on. Give me one of those pencils. Ti, give me the pencil. Curious about something.
It's my pencil.
Steve, if you had to pick one that you like the most, just out of curiosity, what label's on it?
Yeah.
That one. Okay.
Beta.
Same. That would be my favorite.
Which one was yours, Evan? Same thing.
Same one. yeah.
Okay, Evan.
Which I'm saying is Blanton's.
Okay. And Ti.
I'd
I'd agree.
Right, though.
Okay.
I'd agree.
So you all like the same one. This is interesting. Okay.
Well, it's like, to me, it has
cat's
the
gonna kill all
biggest
of you.
depth of flavor out of the 3. Like,
It's the least astringent.
yep.
Yeah.
This one is the most astringent, in my opinion.
Big Smoke.
Yeah, the one that's in the big smoke.
100%.
So in the
100%.
so all your
And then
winners,
this
the one
one
that
is-
I asked you, which one is Blanton's? Like, do you not like that one? Do you not like that? The one I asked you, I said the first one should be Blanton's, right?
Yeah, no, but that's
do you
sitting
not
in the,
like that one?
No,
Do
it's
you
just
not-
sitting in the
Do you
middle.
like the other ones better?
It's just sitting in the middle. To me, it's to me the flavor's all right, but it could be better. You know, it's like it's kind of like most of the flavor of this one, but then this one took it too far.
Yeah. The first one for me, it was
It's
good,
like-
but there was a slight astringent on the the tippy tail end.
Yeah. So it's like these two were good. This one had a little bit more flavor, but then it got kind of
Yeah. Number 3, just all around. Just
yeah.
Okay.
best.
It's kind of
All right.
yeah.
Are we all settled in our picks?
Yep.
Yep.
Evan,
Yep. I'm good.
Steve,
Yep.
Ti. All
So
right. Here we go.
what do we do?
So, the winner card with the information of
cards.
what bottles what to match the glasses that you guys are drinking. All right.
I'm nervous.
Don't be. We're in it to win it.
Blanton's worth 3 points was your first one. Blanton's 3 points. Blanton's is the Big Smoke whiskey.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
No shit.
Anybody get it?
the one we like the least.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
So you like that one the least,
That's not my least is the middle one.
but
The Frisky Whiskey.
but it wasn't your winner.
No,
Not
even
your winner.
close.
Not your winner.
That was my third.
That was your
Yes,
third
that was
one.
my
My
third.
third.
That
It was
was
all
my
of our
third.
thirds.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's funny.
All right. Now for number 2. Jack Daniels is
Whiskey challenge.
which glasses did I give you guys again?
Frisky whiskey and
Oh, the whiskey
challenge.
challenge glasses.
That we all. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we
I
got
got
that
one.
Yeah, I
You
did.
got 1. Steve got a point.
Ti got a point.
I got 0.
Man, I can't believe
Okay.
that. What a.
And obviously the final one, right? The final one's got to be the Frisky whiskey that went in with Woodford.
Interesting.
Wow. Bro, how about that?
Now, out of curiosity, everybody's first pick for Blanton's. Out of curiosity, what was yours?
Woodford.
So, Woodford.
I
He did Woodford.
I
Yeah.
did too. So this was my first pick, and then I changed it at the end.
So you're telling me right now,
Oh, actually, that's not true.
based off this, the whole Blanton's thing,
Mine should have been this way.
you guys threw Woodford in there, a $30 bottle of whiskey, thinking it tasted like a $160 bottle of whiskey in a store. That's interesting. This is a great show.
This is why blinds are freaking mind blowing.
Yes.
Yep.
However, I
mind-blowing.
will add the only caveat here is that Blanton's is the only single barrel on the table, so they will vary.
Well, technically, the Jack
Single
Daniels
batch.
is
It's a single batch.
Shit, you're right.
And it's a single barrel.
We have 2.
That's good.
Yeah.
barrels.
Hey,
However,
hey,
one is a
hey,
Tennessee
hey.
whiskey and did go.
Go back
through
in
the
your
Lincoln
submarine,
County.
man.
Time to hunt for another one.
All right. So,
That's crazy,
T.I.
though. That is
and
crazy.
Steve tie
Mine
with
is
1
blue.
point each. Blanton's, the most sought after whiskey, everyone thought it tastes like Woodford. That's really interesting. All 3 of you picked the same thing for the most
Well, I
expensive
wouldn't
one.
say that it tasted like Woodford. I
Yeah,
would
but
just
you
say
picked
that
it for that one.
I did. I
picked-
liked it the least.
Yeah, it was just.
And
it had the
you-
most
I
astringency.
picked.
And I talked to
So I
you.
just
and that's what-
assumed
Jack
it was.
Daniels
do you
because it was
understand why I
cheaper.
put this in here now, right?
Yeah.
You had knowledge of this one.
That's a mindfuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
that's a.
Okay.
Bad Steve.
That's
bad
probably a
T.
good
All right.
too.
We
But
judged too
unfortunately,
harshly.
there has to be a winner or loser. There's a tie. Ebon will be killed by my cat
It's fine.
with
Bring
the deadly hairball that will be hurled at him
Bring it.
at a time
Cheers.
later.
Been real.
Later decided
for
as we
having
drink
me
more. Now, guys. Okay, so today I did my little whiskey hunting.
Oh my
We all
goodness.
talk about it. Steve. You are a
Should we look while you're pulling this out, or should
hold on. Steve,
what's
you
happening?
have
I
a
don't
you have a
know.
nose.
Is this a surprise?
You made some kind of
Well,
seminar
I
thing.
thought I did, but this whole Blanton's thing just.
But
threw
you
me.
Yeah,
find, but no,
you-
your nose
he's
is
not
a
gonna sleep
fine
tonight.
things. You find things.
Yes, you are the wizard of
You
whiskeys.
find things.
Yes. In a
I
previous
feel
life,
like I
was a
finally hit your level of
tracker.
finding things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move these out of the way for right now. Okay. Blanton's, I bow to you, but you know,
I'm gonna go buy some of that Jack Daniels.
It's really
that
good.
Jack Daniels is very
it's
tasty.
What was that? $60 you said?
Yeah, it's $57.99
Yeah.
a total one.
All right.
Good one. I see it.
So
all
the
time.
whiskey we're gonna pull out here,
Yep.
very famous, has a history. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the history real quick.
Okay.
Because as much as I make fun of this whiskey, and you guys know what it is right away now, I have respect for this whiskey and the story about this whiskey.
Okay.
So before Prohibition, this was a very popular whiskey. During Prohibition, this whiskey was sold to Canada. Canada was producing this whiskey, a rye back in the day, which rye was the main whiskey back in the day. Okay. Produced this whiskey. It was the most popular whiskey during Prohibition. The only whiskey served at the Cotton Club, the famous Cotton Club.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I know.
Once Prohibition ended, this whiskey, the most popular whiskey at that time, disappeared at that moment in time. It literally disappeared the day after Prohibition ended. The Canadian company didn't care anymore. They sold it to somebody. He didn't do anything with it. Luckily, 30 or 40 years ago, some historian found it, found the recipes, got with the place in Canada where they made it. They make other whiskeys now, which we have. We all. No, you got.
No.
You suck.
Don't look at me.
You got donkey. Okay, but this is, to me, one of the finds. When I was looking for this whiskey, it was expensive. It was like $3.99 a bottle. I found it today. They had 2 left for $140. Okay, this is the hunting thing. You find something in a place, a packy, you random find. Okay,
Sometimes just popping into the place at the right time.
this is something I've wanted. I've been chasing it for a while. I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it.
Sorry
so
about
excited
it.
now. This
I'm
better be
gonna
good,
make it
'cause-
even more. A bag. I had to put a bag on top of a bag. Okay. When I got this
We're
today,
drinking plastic.
I had to fight every urge not to start drinking this in my car. Okay. So let me make sure I do this the right way. Okay. This is the 20-year-old
Oh,
Chickencock
man.
Oh, boy.
Cotton Club Edition rum.
Heck yeah. How about that?
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So back in the day,
How about that?
they would smuggle these things into the Cotton Club in tin cans. That's why they put this in tin cans to recognize that what they were doing back then. And it is made in Canada, where they made it back in the day, and they're using the same
Canadian
recipe.
rye whiskey.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Originally established in Paris, Kentucky, in 1856, Chickencock was forced to move during Prohibition. The Canadian rye whiskey produced during this period was then smuggled back into the U.S. in tin cans, entering the name, the brand, the name, the whiskey in the can.
I like it.
The Cotton Club was located in Harlem, 142nd Street and Lenox Avenue, featured Chickencock as their house whiskey. One of the most famous speakeasies in history, Duke Ellington and his orchestra regularly performed there at the Cotton Club.
Nice.
So that means these guys are drinking this. Mm-hmm. How cool is that, right? So this. We make fun of it. We had fun. We just recently got an amazing Chickencock.
Yeah, the double oak.
Talk about that. 1 second. What did we get, Steve?
Yeah, so we got that from Sealbox, and I think one of my favorite parts of it was, I don't know if you saw who did the club.
Okay.
It was it the Garden and Gun Club? And I just love it. I want to meet those guys.
That sounds
They're
awesome.
having a good time.
So real quick, I want our audience to understand when I'm opening up. I open it up. It has a nice little thing in there.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
It's got a little thing to sit the bottle inside. Okay, but I'm just gonna
The thing is foam.
The little thing is foam.
Just letting everybody
hold
know.
this shirt. Show it to the. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh,
If anyone can actually see it.
some fancy design on the glass too.
Yeah. Look at
Honeycomb.
that. That's pretty nice. Look at that.
Yeah, about 30 years ago, 30 or 40 years ago, some
Light.
whiskey historian revised this whole fucking. Oh, I didn't mean to curse. This brand.
This
Now,
whole good
I am so
brand.
excited about this. You have no idea. This is one of my. I hate to say it. One of my holy grails.
I like it.
Well,
Very
congrats, man. Good
Because
find.
because
Congratulations.
it was normally $400, $399. I
That's
found
awesome.
it for $140.
That's,
She had
that's
two
awesome.
left.
What a find. What a find.
Where'd you find it?
So, okay, does everybody here know where the DeQuesta Brewing Company is?
Yes.
Yeah.
In that shopping center, there's a little liquor store in the very, very end, the far end from the brewery.
Okay.
It's in there. And she has other good things.
So,
So,
like, your
today,
first
when I was in there, she had a special, the Nelson Brothers whiskey, $17 a bottle.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That's a good price.
It's a great
Nelson Brothers is an interesting story. We have a friend that's not a friend, but we know somebody who loves Nelson Brothers and the story behind it. So it's a good whiskey. All right, so. Oh, I didn't bring a. Shit.
Now you got to gnaw on it. Use
Yeah.
the pencil.
Ah!
Use the pencil.
Yeah.
Just don't stab yourself. What a find, too. 140?
Yeah.
It's good.
That's crazy.
I have been wanting this. When
That's
we
amazing.
looked into this like a year ago and was like, no, I can't do it. I just couldn't justify it.
That was the original Chickencock episode
All
we
right.
did, right?
Yeah.
You looked
You've had
into
a
it
couple
after
of
that.
chicken cocks.
Yeah, that was the Island Rooster, right?
I think that was our second
before,
Chickencock.
yeah.
Okay.
This was the
Yeah, Island Rooster was another good buy.
what
Almost
was
same
it?
price.
Pull my willet and tickle my Chickencock.
Oh, pull my wallet and tickle my tickle
That was
my
the very
Chickencock.
first Chickencock episode.
So actually, there's a story behind that episode name. Pull my wallet and tickle my chicken cock. Okay, it's a joke. I can say on the show. I'm gonna tell you guys this joke right now. So one day, this guy living in the city decides I want to move to the country. I'm done with the city life. I want to have a farm.
Yep.
Buys his farm. He decides to go into town. He needs to get animals for his farm. Right? You're farming animals. Goes to the local general store. Guy goes, "Yeah, I just bought this farm. I need a chicken." Guy in the general store goes, "We don't call them chickens around here. We call them cocks." I goes, "Well, I need a cock then." All right, so you cock. And he goes, "Oh, now I'm gonna want a pig." He goes, "Well, we don't call them pigs around here. We call them pullets." Okay, I'm gonna want to buy a pullet then.
Pull it.
A pullet.
Pullet. Then he goes, "Oh, we're gonna need a donkey." Well, we don't call them donkeys around here. We call them asses. Well, I'm gonna want an ass. Well, I don't want to sell you this ass. He's kind of stubborn. Sometimes you don't like to do anything. You gotta tickle him under his chin to make him walk. That's okay. I can deal with that. This guy buys the ass. Now he gets them all in his car with his thing, starts driving. Car breaks down. Tire blows out. Back of the thing opens up. All the animals running around. This guy's running around gathering all the animals. Got the cock, he's gonna pull it. He's trying to get the donkey to move, the ass to move, and the ass won't move. So this woman walks up. She goes, "Oh my God, how can I help you? Can you hold my cock and pull it while I tickle my ass?"
And scene.
Pretty good joke, right?
Very good. Very good joke. Very good joke. I like it.
All right, here we go.
Free
Yeah, I just
pouring
gotta
on
say
that.
on this
So this is a
It's like-
20-year-old Canadian Chickencock rye.
Typically, they say what, like $10 per year. So that's a hell of a deal, man.
Yep.
And that means that 20 is the youngest barrel in the blend. There could be older. That's incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I am glad you guys are on the show tonight. Somehow it was all meant to happen. The universe worked for me that day. No, Ebon, Chickencock partners with a golfer, which I can't remember his name right now. And they make a certain
smells
whiskey
so
with the
unique.
golfer. Because he likes to drink his whiskey after every round.
What the heck?
I don't. John
Go on the
Daly.
website.
Chicken right now.
No. Go check out their website. You'll find that bottle I'm talking about.
There's a golfer bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like about $2.99
That
a bottle.
smells
Oh, wow.
interesting.
It's high end.
It does smell
Sour
interesting.
candies.
So what kind of scents are we getting?
Strange.
Almost a little citrus.
Yeah, citrus. Kind of light.
Maybe that's what it is. It's like
Not
a
spicy
sourness.
by any means. There's no
Like a sourness.
spiciness.
Yeah.
Sour. Yeah.
Let me
That's
see if I have any
nice.
flavor here.
I need to like clean my palate again.
Yeah, actually, this is a good time to do a.
Before I even bother with the sip. And that smells
That's
nice.
so balanced on the palate. Very
Like, it
sweet.
doesn't smell like a rye whatsoever. There's no rye. I'm not getting a rye scent. And I love my rye.
I don't think I would guess that, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's like silk.
It is. That's delicious.
Wow.
Really smooth.
I get a little nuttiness in the back. Is it me? Is it nutty? In the back end?
You are nutty in the back end.
Well,
Back end.
I mean. I'm not going to be started now.
No, that's delicious.
Like, the fact that I'm drinking this with guys I want to hang out with and drink whiskey with, this means a lot to me. It really does.
Cheers.
I
man.
found it.
Very
Look, I was
steamed by
joking
beer.
around. I made fun of some people here. I was just having fun. You know, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the blind tasting. I thought it was fun.
It was really cool.
This is
That was
awesome.
a
yeah.
blast.
I'm glad you
This
guys
is
enjoyed
awesome.
it. I think we
Yeah.
got to get together and actually do the thing the right way.
Yeah, it's hard to record that the actual way. It's hard to record.
So what's different about it?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, pretty much
We
everything.
bastardized this thing big
More-
time.
Pretty much everything.
More tasting. Like more.
There's a lot more tasting. There's a lot more going on. You can actually go from round to round where you win one round, you go to the next round, win the next round.
Yeah.
There's a lot more going on. I think there's a lot more whiskey drinking. I want to go out and have my nice little dinner with the boys tonight, too.
Yep. Yep.
But this is one of my holy grails. I have
is
to
that
say
flavor?
this.
Good. Thank you for
unique.
sharing.
I have
man.
been wanting this for
Almost
a long
like,
time.
wax.
It's really light.
Is
in
that it?
color.
Yeah. For a 20-year-old
Like, but it's
rye.
not harsh.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of wax.
Maybe a sandalwood. I mean, it's a very pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not bad.
You know, my second
It's
taste
just
has
like
more
right at the
heat,
beginning.
though.
It's just like boop, I'm
Some
here.
heat came up out of
And then
it.
it
There's
fades away.
heat now.
It's a little spicy.
Like a
underproof.
melon, but like a really mild melon.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, it's crazy that it's 20 years and it's super light.
So light. It's very light. That's the
Here's
first thing
right
I
here.
noticed when we got the bottle.
That is
Dur-
incredible.
hey, it's kind of cool. During Prohibition,
Especially
you
with
could
this
always
flavor.
buy
Yeah.
good whiskey from somebody in the Cotton Club. They used to have what they called Chickencock. It was a bottle and a can, and it was sealed, and it was something like $10 to $14 a pint, $140 today. Duke Ellington maybe makes a comment about it when one of his songs called "My Mistress."
I do like Duke Ellington, so I'll probably check
I'm
it
an
out.
old jazz guy. I'm old. I love old school jazz. Cab Calloway, Ella Fitzgerald,
Cab
Billie
Calloway.
Holiday, Charlie Parker. Bring
What a
it.
unique
What you guys
flavor.
got? Nothing.
What a unique flavor.
I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this.
Thank you
This
very much
is-
for sharing
Yeah,
this.
very good.
Yeah.
Thanks for
It's
sharing this.
special.
What a find. What a find, seriously. And as soon as you pulled it, like, as soon as you showed it, I was like, I remember that episode. Like, I remember that conversation
We had the
afterwards.
conversation about this. It was like $3.99.
It was literally right after
We talked about
that,
buying
right.
it. I just couldn't justify it.
Because in our research
that's
for
a
that
lot.
episode, it was the first time we'd had chicken.
I love the
And we were
can.
like, what else do they have? And then we found out they had a history of this.
Right.
And then we were like, oh, we should pull up a bottle of that. And then we found out it was like $400. We're like, yeah, no.
Yeah. No.
We were still in like the early stages of the Frisky
Right.
Whiskey. We were like,
Even then,
Like,
even right now,
$70 was
No,
expensive.
even today, like
Still a lot. I mean,
like for me, like look, I got
now
the
you
purple
know.
top willet,
You
right?
kinda
Which is
got into it, right? So.
it was $280 for the purple top willet. I got lucky.
Yeah.
I got that. But that was an extent for me personally. This, when I was like, I stopped. I was like, no, for that much?
Yeah.
I was like, she's like, that's a good price. I'm like, I know. I'm holding. I was really holding both, and I'm like, I know.
did you pick them both up?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I think the extent
How could I
for
not?
Me, I think the extent for me was that Old Forester birthday bourbon that we picked up. I don't know if I would go past like 250.
Yeah.
maybe. I think
have
that's
my
like
limits,
kind of
I
my
have
cap
my
where I'd be
limits,
like,
man. You know.
is it really worth it?
I haven't broken 100.
For me, it was the
I've
single
done it
brick
so many
house,
times at this point.
but I can tell you that was worth every penny.
And actually, until this, honestly, for me, it was those rabbit hole special.
Oh yeah,
edition ones I
those
got.
are pretty dang good. Yeah, those ones are good.
Those are cool bottles, though.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
all the crazy artwork on
Yeah,
it.
unique
They're
art,
spe-
yeah.
And their rides only get made that time. That's it.
Yeah,
Never
it's
that
that
never
one
actually
run
get
of
made
artwork,
again.
so it's only on what was it like 300 bottles get that artwork or
Yeah.
600 something like that.
Something like that. It was very limited.
It was like there's
you
6 in the
seen this
set.
No.
I'll show them to you
Six
after
in the
the show.
set, and then there's only 300 made of each, or 600 made of each, or something like that.
All right, but Ti,
That's my D.
you know.
It is that time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the Frisky Whiskey.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Name
for
that whiskey.
Name that
And we'll be
whiskey.
filming Eben's death shortly.
live on Instagram.
Live on Instagram.
Speaking
Wait,
of Instagram,
Where's that damn
As he's
guy?
hugging his bag of dicks.
No cats were harmed.
speaking of Instagram, make sure you go over and like, subscribe, follow us on YouTube. Check out the video if you want to watch our goofy asses doing the stuff in kind of real time. It's not really real time. Also, make sure you head over to Fox Cigar, foxcigar.com. Pick up all of your cigar kits, all of your cigar needs, ashtrays, lighters, all that good stuff. But with that said, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Eben, awesome to have
Eben.
you on
Thank you
for
for
an
having me.
episode finally. We
The
finally got
Frisky
you here.
Whiskey is because of Evan.
Not
With
what I
the
would
logo,
say.
he did a great
What it
job
looks
with that,
like.
man.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
And cheer the cat, because he is the my cat Leroy is the inspiration of the Frisky
Yeah,
Whiskey.
absolutely.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
Hey,
Cheers.
Leroy.
thank you
Thank you.
guys.
Have a good one.
I had a great time tonight.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Bye.